Here at Streams, we get asked about different dream elements and what they might mean in dreams. Here's one. What about rings? You ever had a ring in a dream? Now, this ring is a very specific meaning. Obviously, this is a wedding ring, and a wedding ring is going to have a very particular meaning. It's talking about covenant. It's talking about commitment. It's talking about some type of a lifelong thing that's going to happen. The ring, it's nice because it's the circle. It never ends. It just keeps on going around. There's no end to it. And so it's an eternal covenant. So sometimes rings can talk about covenant. I had one dream where I was trying to get to this box that I knew had a yellow ring in it. And I had to get this yellow ring because I was being chased. And when I got to the yellow ring and put it on, as soon as I put it on, everything switched from black and white and fear and intimidating. And I'm being chased to bright and beautiful and sunlight, and everything was happy. And it was a covenant of hope that God was giving me. And so rings can represent covenant. But another thing that they represent is, especially in biblical times, there would be what we call a signet ring. When the prodigal son comes home and the father says, "Put my ring upon him," that ring was a signet ring, and it would have a particular imprint on the front of it that they would seal a document with wet wax. They would get the wax nice and warm, and it would drip onto the document, and they would put the signet ring on it, and it would create this pattern that would identify it. It would be like a signature. And so that ring would represent authority. It's the authority to accomplish something, the authority to do something. When Esther and Mordecai were given the king's ring, it gave them the authority to speak for the king, to make decrees for the king. And so rings can represent a new realm of authority. I mean, this particular ring is a ring that I've been wearing for a number of years, and it's a Native American because someone recognized that I had Native American blood, and they gave me this ring. Now, they were full-blooded from the very tribe that my ancestry comes from, and they gave it as a sign to me that I had authority in the land because of that inheritance. It's a sign of authority. And in dreams, it's often a sign of authority or covenant, representation. That's what rings might represent in dreams. So next time you see a ring in a dream, you get to ask Holy Spirit, is this one about covenant? Or is this one about authority? Or is there something else that you're saying to me? Because you always want to rely on relationship more than you do on principles when it comes to dream elements. But it's helpful to know the principles. Now that one is another interesting dream element.